Yo, what up? What up? What up? Y'all know the deal, man. Like and share, like and share, like and share, so we can get this thing out everywhere. Is anywhere in the world we could be, but it's Toby right here with me, the BABGOG, and I appreciate you for pulling up on me. What's going on, man? Shout out everybody in the building. What up? What up? What up? Let's go ahead and get into it, man. Now, I just learned about this, I think, when everybody else learned about it. And it's a multitude of things, but first let's deal with this, because that's what I want to mainly talk about, but I got to talk about this first, right? Yeah, man, shout out to Beans, bro. You know, regardless of differences in things or so on and so forth from the past, when a motherfucker right, they right. And saying the difficult shit that most people are afraid to say, I'm always on brand with that, because understanding the neglect, disregard, disrespect, and hatred that are had for black men within our own group before we even start talking about anything outside of it is a major issue and problem to a lot of the hindrance and lack of progress that we have in the quote unquote black community. Again, a house divided cannot stand. So if one side of the group is always blamed and never celebrated, never appreciated, always denigrated, what motivation do you have? You know what I'm saying? And again, I don't think people understand the humanity as you're a man, you just do. No, bro. No. Even the most simplest of animals or whatnot, what have you, the most well-trained dog in the motherfucking world, bro. If you keep beating that motherfucking dog, bro, eventually he gonna bite your ass. Eventually he's gonna turn. Okay? All right. The straight black man within the black motherfucking community, bro, has been a mule, has been an ox, has been a motherfucking a whipping post, has been a fucking a urinal, a toilet. And again, shout out to Chronicles, man. I hope Chronicles still alive. I don't know what the hell the brother at or what he doing. But the first person, and the reason why I have a lot of the understanding I have is thanks to Chronicles of Judah 144, man. Every black man, I suggest you go back and listen to all this free shit that's available on YouTube. And if you do, hell, sign up for the Patreon for like, I think it's like $5 or whatever, or less, and then even learn stuff from that. It's more than worth it, because that's the first time I ever heard of the term ruling class mentality. And I was already, coming out of my Democratic blue pill stupor, because I turned the TV off and I started understanding that, hey, the white man can't stop me from doing shit. I'm doing good. You know what I'm saying? I'm successful. Hell, I'm happy. I'm satisfied, and only getting better and improving in life. So why am I going to give focus to this boogeyman white man that not giving a fuck about me, not concerned about me, not caring about me, nothing, right? When I could just be improving upon myself and informing other black men and waking them up to be able to do the same thing I do. Because in order for us to move forward as a group, it has to be a group, right? There's far too many black men out here, straight black men, that still, are told that it's the white man's fault. Well, you can't do this and you can't do that, and you owe this and you owe that, and your ancestors and all the shit you ain't never, what I'm saying, witnessed or suffered yourself. Somehow you get the fucking to claim it by proxy, right? They spit in your great 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 granddaddy's face, not yours. But niggas get to act like it happened to them. But Chronicle said, man, ruling class mentality. A lot of these niggas gonna have to be removed, and most importantly, bro, the black man is not supposed to be a fucking toilet for everybody else. Straight black man, you're not a toilet. You're not a urinal. Okay, you don't just take everybody's shit because you're a black man, and duty says you're supposed to do it. Manhood says you're supposed to do it. No, bro. No. You're a fucking human being that deserves every right that humans are fucking given. First and foremost, respect. Okay? Safety, protecting yourself. If a woman puts hands on you, bro, leave her immediately. And before you leave her, call the authorities, press full charges, and take it as far as you can take it. Oh, man, some bitch ass shit. No, it's not. You a dumbass nigga. The reason why shit never gets better is because people are your pride is in the way of the system, my nigga. A woman can get out here and lie on you, and the fucking prosecutor will pick the case up. Lie. Jonathan Majors had motherfucking video evidence running away from this fucking girl, and they still found the nigga guilty because of some alleged shit that he did way back in the past. Tory Lanez in jail right now because they use him apologizing ambiguously as admittance of him, doing the crime they accuse him of doing. Straight black man. Nobody that depends on you can be good if you ain't good. I'm gonna say it again. Your mama, your old lady, your wife, your sister, your daughter, any woman that depends on you, bro. All right, she can't be straight if you ain't straight. And just as you put yourself out here and willing to put your life on the line for those women ought to have at least the basic decency, bro, to make sure that you're good mentally and emotionally. Just that. Any woman, bro, that you are willing to lay your life on the line for should have the fucking decency to care about your mental and emotional well-being at the least. If you're in a fucking relationship, you know what else come with that. But because I told you, the definition of black masculinity, bro, is so fucking warped, convoluted, backwards, twisted, inside out, everything that you can think of to say for being fucking distorted or just, bro, it's unrealistic. And preaching this shit, bro, at the same time when the women are literally out here. I just seen Medium Man post some shit, bro. And it's sad and cool at the same time when somebody like Medium Man is forced to see that, man, these niggas ain't lying. These niggas ain't just angry incels that can't deal with women and can't get women and whatever, so on and so forth. This shit is really happening. The red pill niggas, they incels. No, man. Listen, the true red pill niggas, and I say this time and time again, and RIP David Carroll. I don't hate you. I just understand you. I don't hate women. I understand women like perfectly. Women are selfish. Okay. Women are jealous. Women are delusional. Do men have some of those traits? Of course, yes. But to the level that women have it, no. Women motherfucking weigh the scale when it comes to all those things. And in spite of, we deal with and love women anyway. Because you have to. If you want to fucking continue your fucking bloodline, your lineage, and possible legacy, if you build one, you need a woman to do that. So you must become comfortable with the uncomfortable. There's no perfect woman, just like there's no perfect man. It's the basic shit's gonna come. Women go complain. They're never gonna be satisfied. They always gonna want more. Always. And even once they get more is not enough. So again, man, whenever you go into a situation dealing with women, learn how to motherfucking laugh that shit the fuck off and move forward. Find you the woman that's going to be as least problematic, is going to give you the least amount of headaches, right? The one you're most compatible with, and go for that one, man. All right? Don't settle for some bullshit, especially, bro. What are you talking about? Have I finally crashed out? What are you talking about? Especially when it comes to your safety and your freedom. Okay? When it comes to your safety and your freedom, bro, don't ever, ever, ever let a bitch play with that. Okay? I.e., this story right here. Hit the like button for me, hit the like button for me, hit the like button for me. Miles Bridges was granted a restraining order against his ex after she showed up intoxicated at a Hornets game, allegedly tampered with his car tires, and impersonated another woman to fake a pregnancy claim. Put one in the chat if you guys know who Miles Bridges is. Miles Bridges is I want to say either a small forward or a shooting guard in the NBA for the Charlotte Hornets. Miles Bridges had a domestic violence case, allegation put on him, and he pled no contest to it. Cost him a lot of money, bro. Cost him a lot of money. Right? And again, I say alleged because he didn't admit that he ever did anything. But that's another thing that you guys don't understand, bro. A lot of times these lawyers will tell you, well, hey man, listen, you take this to trial and you lose, it's this, and this. But if we take the plea deal and we do this, yeah, you take a hit, but it's not as bad as it is, and so on and so forth. Right? Now, again, domestic violence, bro, for a man is damn near as bad as murder. In most cases, this is not legal advice. If you have a domestic violence charge, bro, you can't own no fucking firearm. Okay? If you have a domestic violence charge, in some cases, you can't work with children. You can't volunteer in certain places. You can't do certain things. Right? And as a person who who's had to deal with this shit in the past, or someone trying to set me the fuck up and make it seem like I was doing some shit I wasn't doing, I know this shit very well. Okay? When you are a BABG like me, and shit, he's like 6'6", 6'7", there's already a preconception of you can't be hurt. This little woman can't hurt you. You big fucking barbaric brute. Anything of violence for a man against a woman is guilty until proven innocent. And even if you're proven innocent, you're still guilty. Yeah, LaMelo like shit. LaMelo like 6'9", man. LaMelo 6'8", 6'9". Again, man, whenever there's any claims of violence from man to woman, you are guilty until proven innocent. And even if you're proven innocent, you still might be guilty. I.e., the brother, I always get his name. The brother that did he did the movie. He did a movie about the slave revolt. Yeah, Birth of a Nation. What's his name? Donatello? What was the director and actor for that no, not Tariq Nasheed, nigga. No. Nate Parker. Appreciate you, bro. I always forget that. Nate Parker. Nate Parker went through a whole fucking case and trial, y'all, that proved that he did not do anything to this woman. Was found not guilty. This woman deleted herself, blaming Nate Parker, so on and so forth, and her family blamed Nate Parker. And they brought this back up during the release of that film to pretty much tank the fucking film, bro. Okay. Again, even when you're found not guilty, even when you have evidence that you're not guilty, you're guilty. Same thing happened with fucking Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp still ended up paying that girl some money somehow, some way. This bitch was putting shit on pillows and saying all kinds of crazy shit, showing that she was the one being violent, and they still found fucking Johnny Depp guilty in some part of the whole fucking outcome, man. Yeah, but Copa Pros, what evidence do you have other than some crazy bitch? Now listen, bro, Copa Pros. What woman that you was beating on, right? So bad and whatever, and you leave her alone. Why is this bitch gonna motherfucking show up to the game drunk, slash fucking with your tires, and then lying about being another bitch to get access to you, bro? This shit don't never add up, dog. It never adds up. Why these women keep going back to these abusive ass niggas, i.e., the brothers down in Miami? Those dudes died because they fucking sister refused to leave an ain't shit nigga, abusive ain't shit nigga. Why is it that the women always end up going back to the abusive man? And this is why I say the main thing of this was, listen, man. When are black women ever going to be treated like adults? When are black women ever going to be treated like adults? This case right here that we about to cover, the main case, bro. I didn't hear a mumbling word about this shit. Not one, not a peep, not nothing. Only reason I knew about this shit is because they said the sentencing was happening on Twitter. I didn't hear one person, man or woman, talk about this. Why? Because the black boy was a victim. A black teenage boy was killed by his black girlfriend. Both of them children, by the way. No one gave a fuck. No one cared. Niggas didn't raise fucking $500,000 for him, for his family. I'm pretty sure they had to do some motherfucking fish plates and car washes. Nigga, well, that's different. The fuck? Why he held a gun in your face at a house party and he was your roommate? I'm confused. That's crazy, bro. Of course not DJ Fireproof. Motherfuckers don't listen, man. If a black man is the victim, no one gives a fuck. If a black man is a victim of a black person, it does not matter. I keep telling y'all this. I've been trying to tell y'all this shit. You know how many motherfuckers done died in way more horrific ways than, you know, Mr. Fentanyl? You know how many like black children have been tortured to death? Black men, black women, so on and so forth. And again, because white people was involved. But man, so something came across my YouTube fucking timeline claiming that you know, the hey man, shout out to Silencer in the building, man. A1 day one in the building, man, with the motherfucking excuse me, with the 30 ball on the cash app, brother. Ain't nothing but some money. Blessing to you too, man, fam. I greatly appreciate you, bro. Yeah, no one cares. No one cares, doc. And the sad part about it is, again, we've seen this at all stages of life, right? See, the funny thing is, like, once you become an adult, people want to act like you have to erase or you can't bring up anything or you know that supports your argument from when you were indeed a child, right? Or a minor, or say, right? Because I don't think, you know, a teenager's a minor. I wouldn't necessarily say a teenager's a child. People love doing that too. That's a child. Ain't no motherfucking child, motherfucker. That motherfucker can drive. They out here fucking. They probably smoking. They got tattoos, drinking, smoking weed, smoking them tweeds, drinking that wine. They ain't no motherfucking child, motherfucker. It's a minor. And again, when the black boy jumps out here, does something fucked up, he's held accountable. And as he should. I'm not asking for any type of leniency for young black boys involved in criminality or making poor decisions, because I think the best time to change behavior like that is harsh punishment early, bro. Harsh consequences early to discourage the behavior to continue into adulthood, especially for a young man, right? So I have no problem with that whatsoever. But the problem is, once it becomes a girl, the girls are always the victim. Centonia Brown, you know. And of course, they were going to play it, and they already said how they were going to do it. But I think her pimp ended up getting killed. But they were going to try and play it as if, you know, she was a victim of this horrible pimp that was forcing her into. And most of the motherfuckers will tell you, bro, remember the one crazy thing, and if you go back and you look at the a lot of those documentaries involving prostitution and pimping and shit, you'll see, man, those women were more than willing participants. You can get them women to leave that life alone if you wanted to. Hell, the you got a 304 TikTok right now. You have a new batch of hoes, bro, that are promoting whole lifestyle, right? Free agents, complete and total motherfucking free agents out here selling that puss, promoting the motherfucking lifestyle on the internet. But remember, as soon as she gets caught, she gonna get released. Okay, prostitution charge, the most you can get from prostitution charge might be a couple years, might be maximum, right? And that's repeat offenders. You get caught motherfucking buying that pussy or human trafficking, which is, you know, that's a life sentence, bro. A man being involved in the same fucking business that where the women are willing participants. Life fucking sentence. Just like hell, he get drunk, she get drunk. Only she got raped. How that work? If alcohol does not just makes you unable to consent, and we're both drinking alcohol, aren't both of us unable to consent? Aren't both of us motherfucking mysticals? That's a wash. Hell, she took it from me. I took it from her. Pause. I'm just saying. But again, you ask these questions. That's what a predator would say. A predator. No, I'm asking a legitimate question that any man should definitely be concerned with, and any woman with men that she cares about should be concerned with. If we're both intoxicated, and that just happened to the boy up in Portland, literally just happened. Yeah, man, it's crazy, bro. I'm telling you. If she's had something to drink, she can't consent. Well, motherfucker, we both drinking. But, you know, common sense ain't common. The shit makes sense. It don't make sense when the women involved. And then women always get to play the victim, even if they're fucking blatant liars and they're fucking up people's careers. Story time. So this is when I got to Virginia for the first time. And some shit had just went down to where dude had got motherfucking processed out of the Navy, kicked out or whatever, because this girl claimed that you know, the dude touched her or whatever. And he was sexually harassing her and all these different things, so on and so forth, blah, blah, blah. Right. But he get kicked out of the Navy. Hey man, I didn't do this shit. I didn't do it. Fuck you, you fucking predator. You're not in my Navy. Kicked his ass out. Right. I don't think I got a dishonorable, but other than honorable, right? Lo and behold, bitch does the same motherfucking thing a few months later. This time though, it's it's a senior enlisted. So they started investigating the shit and they started looking into it and actually started questioning shit. And they say, oh my God. Not only is this bitch a liar, but this bitch has done this shit. Like, this is like her fourth or fifth time. This bitch has lied and just for whatever reason, this whole entire time in the fucking Navy, ruining people's lives, ruining people's fucking careers. Guess what they didn't do? They never called nobody back. They got kicked out the fucking Navy from this lying ass bitch and let them know that she was a lying ass bitch. You think she got out with a fucking dishonorable or other than honorable? Nope. Finished out her fucking contract. Then let her fucking re-enlist and went on about her life. Hell, the goofy bitch, let me see. The Tennessee officer. Let's see. Female Tennessee officer gets $500,000 settlement. Former La Vergne, Tennessee police officer Megan Hall reached a $500,000 settlement in March 2024 with the city regarding a federal civil rights lawsuit alleging sexual harassment and grooming by her superiors. The settlements, which included no admission of liability, was paid by the city's insurance provider. There we go. Appreciate you on the bill. Former Portland Trail Blazers guard Ben McLemore was sentenced to 100 months, over 8 years in prison following a conviction of first-degree rape and sexual abuse. That's the case I was talking about, the bill. Ben McLemore, bro. He sleep, she sleep. He said, hey, the woman motherfucking, we both sleep. We're all intoxicated. She reaches over to me and she starts fondling my genitals while I'm asleep. I'm intoxicated. This man admitted to this shit, man. And all the woman said, oh my God, oh. This is crazy, man. And that's why I say, bro, I would never take a jury trial with that. Give me a bench trial. Man, I would tell you, listen, if there's if it is a case of where a woman is claiming you did something to her sexually, dog, or whatever, a jury is not gonna. A jury is I'm telling you, bro. They see them tears, the motherfuckers. Hey, a woman sitting on that stand, and even though they know people lie, you know. Yep, that's another thing too. Yep, you claim motherfucking sexual abuse, sexual trauma. Yep, that's automatic PTSD. Donatello. A bench trial is where the judge decides. So you got a jury trial, you got a bench trial. The judge pretty much gets all the evidence or whatever, looks over it, and determines whether or not you fucking guilty or not guilty. Jahar Malik. Yeah, bro. Bro, and literally didn't hear nothing about this shit. Not a word. You niggas gave that boy $500,000 out of spite because he stabbed a motherfucking white boy. And I think that trial start next month. He gonna be found guilty. So y'all just threw $500,000 down the drain. Niggas already was talking about, whatever money was used and so on and so forth. They was asking for more money. Yet, this young man right here, completely, totally innocent. No one said about it. No one cared. Again, I didn't even know anything about this until yesterday when she got sentenced. Miles Bridges. I don't know if I keep trying to say Mikhail. Miles Bridges, man, is a testament to you young fellas out here. You young, successful fellas, bro. The most important thing in your life, bro, is choosing a woman that should give access to you. If you're young and highly successful, okay, and financially the well to fuck off, bro, nigga, videotapes, NDAs, everything, interviews, background checks, bro, don't play with your future, man. It is that serious. The wrong bitch, bro, can fuck your whole life up, man. Cause you millions upon millions of dollars.
accused of stabbing and killing her ex-boyfriend, the victim's heartbroken family, asking for justice as the defendant herself says she's sorry for what happened. Local 10's Leanne Monajon is live in Miami with the dramatic day in court. Leanne?
Nicole, the victim's family pulled no punches, telling the judge exactly how they felt about the investigation, the charges, and the sentence they'd like to see imposed in this case. The defendant herself was among several people who spoke on her behalf, but watch until the very end of this piece and you'll see exactly what she had to say for herself just moments ago.
It will always be a fact that you are a murderer. You are a demon seed that your parents brought into this world to bring suffering on everybody else. Shame on them.
Anger and grief laid bare in a Miami courtroom Tuesday as loved ones of 17-year-old Yakeem Lawler begged the judge to sentence his killer, Jahara Malik, to the max.
I'm going to stand up and honor my son and defend my son. I just wanted to be heard, man. I don't like the way this case was handled.
We just want what my son deserves. His life matters. I do not want to leave here today, Your Honor, feeling like I lost my son all.
Now, again, listen, this man's whole family is pleading, saying, hey, can we please get some justice? Can we please have justice for our son that was taken away by this evil ass fucking girl over an argument, y'all? Over an argument. Again, I heard nothing about this until the sentencing day. Why is that? Because a black boy was killed by a black girl. Nobody give a fuck about that. It's not newsworthy. And it goes against the narrative, you know, that the boys are violent. Excuse me. See, again, black men suffer the most domestic violence in the country. I'm gonna say it again. It's a fact. Don't take my word for it. Look it up. Black men suffer the most domestic violence in the country. And I was thinking about this earlier, man. This is a danger of the single mother household as to where the boy is always confused because his disciplinarian and his nurturer is one and the same. Right? So the person that loves you and supposed to motherfucking, you know, console you once the discipline has been given is a disciplinarian. And being that, you know, overly emotional females and they're doing shit out of anger, they often go too far. Because remember, black women, well, women in general abuse children the most, right? Women abuse children the most because women have the most children, and again, women are emotional, but people don't ever want to put it in. Well, they're around them all the time. Well, like I've never beat a kid, like, you know, abused a kid just because I was angry or so on and so forth, right? The biggest chance of a child being abused is a step parent or a non-parent in the household, and we know who does that the most: women, right? But when you start doing those, you just hate women, you hate them all, you know. Yeah, man, whatever. You know, that's the most frustrating part, man. Hearing the same old deflective fucking talking points and stances was like, all right, man, yeah, let's say you're right about that. Can we talk about the topic? Can we talk about what we're talking about at hand? Easiest thing to do. You defending the predator. You defending the predator. No, I'm clearly not defending the predator. I just have an opinion that's you know, extremely detailed, right, and specific, not necessarily complex, could be, you know, depending on the level of intelligence of the person that's listening to it, right? But listen to what I say. Don't make me say something I didn't say, please. Especially when there's a super duper sensitive topic of, you know, any type of violence or sexual impropriety involved. But that's the easy thing to do. Easy thing. Oh, you're protecting the predator. That's a minor. Okay, I got you. Yeah, all of those things are true. But again, I was in high school and the 16-year-old girl said, my man grown. I ain't fucking with no little boys. My man is grown. I don't go with little boys. And from what I hear, the girls are still saying that. They're still saying it. Well, you defend. No, I'm not defending anything. I'm simply saying that she knows that the guy she's dealing with would be quote unquote a predator, right? Because he's of age, he's an adult, and she's a minor, but she chooses to deal with him anyway. He's not forcing her. She's hopping into that car every day after high school, knowing that this nigga is 23 and 25 and she's 16. She don't give a fuck. Let's not even talk about her mama. Where you think he drop her off at? He drop her off at her house after he done, did whatever they gonna do. Mama don't say shit. Again, does that make him any less of a predator? No. I'm not giving him no bail money. But what I'm saying is the girl is well aware that she's dealing with a predator and she prefers the predator. That's who she wants to be with. That's who she wants to deal with. When are we going to fucking hold her responsible? Well, she can't be responsible. No, that's bullshit. No, she can't be responsible. If a boy can be held responsible, right, for committing crimes and charged as an adult for making a conscious decision to do something, the girl has the same capacity. She know that nigga grown. She fucked him anyway. No, listen to what I'm saying. The predator is a predator. I'm not defending the predator. I'm not saying he's not a predator. I'm not saying he's not a child molester or whatever you want to fucking call him. He's a fucking weirdo, whatever you want to call him. I'm not saying any of those things. I agree with you there. Now let's handle the other half of this. The girl. The girl that's deciding to willingly deal with him. What about her? What are we going to say to her? Well, she can't. Well, no, it's not that she can't. She can. She did. What are we going to say to her? You trying to deflect? All right, you got it, bro. You got it, man. Whatever. Again, if my daughter is underage and she's all out all times of night, 12, 1, 3, 4 a.m., right? First off, I'm the fucking problem because why the fuck would my daughter be out those times of nights, right? But secondly, she's the fucking problem because why the fuck are you out at that time of night? Knowing that you're a fucking child. The girl that Boston Richie was dealing with. Remember that situation? We was just talking about that. I forget what platform was I talking about that about. I was talking with somebody about that. I forget what it was. But whoever I was talking to it about, right? I had to explain to them. No, was it mine? I think it might have been on mine. Yeah, that's what it was. I think it was mine before they cut the stream. So this girl lied about her age, was dressing like a grown-ass woman, looked to be a grown-ass woman. Adults and people were fucking paying her like she was a grown-ass woman to do like club appearances and shit, to do hostings. And this girl was constantly out, and about in the adult nightlife. Crazy, ain't it? Yep. Well, what did he do to make her do that? Huh? Wait, what? Because anytime a woman does something, she's not just an evil person. A woman is never just an evil or bad person making a bad decision. She was always pushed into doing it. What he do to make her want to do that? No, that's not how it works. Y'all asked what did she do to make the nigga want to whoop her ass? No, of course not, right? So when the woman is the perpetuator of the violence, why is that question always asked?
Over again.
Malik, now 18 years old, was Lawler's ex-girlfriend. The incident happened back in December of 2024. She pleaded guilty in March to charges of manslaughter and carrying a concealed weapon.
Now, again, she pleaded guilty after first pleaded not guilty. Of course, she pleaded not guilty first.
Her sentence is left solely up to the judge to decide. The state played surveillance videos in court showing Lawler's final moments after Malik stabbed him in the chest with a pocket knife. The sights and sounds so distressing, some left the court.
Remember, man, listen, this is literally the same exact situation with the or was it a kitchen knife that the boy used? I don't know. Was it a kitchen knife or was it a pocket knife? Either or. Very, very similar situation. And yet niggas didn't give a fuck. Niggas didn't care. Ain't no white folks involved. So it is what it is.
Courtroom.
He went into the third rib on the left side, approximately 1 inch in depth, and hit the heart.
The maximum sentence for Malik would be 30 years in state prison. The state told the judge they're recommending 20 years with 10 years probation. The defense says Malik is remorseful and wants her sentenced as a...
Is this remorseful to you? This bitch look as calm and cold as I ever seen. And this sentencing day. Shakanulu, what up, fam? Hey, Shadow Dragon, am I tripping? This bitch is like a professional poker player. What are we talking about?
Youthful offender to a boot camp program.
I was wrong for what I did, and every day I sit and think about the damage I caused. The family wants me in prison, but I'm in my own prison.
Wow. I'm in my own prison. It's crazy, man.
This is crazy, baby. This is crazy.
The rest of my life, I wish I can go back and change what happened.
What tears? Y'all talking about tears. I ain't seen one tear drop. Her face dry as a motherfucker. Her face dry. What tears? I ain't seen no tears. I hear some whimpering, you know, a tearful tone. Ain't no tears falling though.
But I can't, and that's the worst part. Y'all didn't deserve this pain, and I wish I hadn't been the one to give it to y'all.
Malik saying there she extended an apology to the victim's friends and family. Right now, the judge is hearing final arguments from the state. Then she will hear one last argument from the defense and then make her ruling. As soon as we learn what it is, we'll bring it to you. We're live in Miami. I'm Leanne Morejon, Local 10 News.
Shit, this even hold on. So this is when they changed the plea, y'all. Check. Look at this. Look at this.
Now, this is another breaking story we're following for you. A teenage girl stabbed her boyfriend to
This look remorseful to y'all. This don't look remorseful to me.
death amid an argument. And today, nearly 2 years later, she's pleaded guilty. The deadly stabbing happened in North.
How? So hold on. She been out this whole time? She had to. And was she out?
West Miami-Dade, December of 2024.
Christian Colon is with us now with that major update from the courtroom. And Christian, will this teenager get any prison time for killing her boyfriend?
That's right. Jahar Malik pleaded guilty today, and now she will let the judge decide her sentencing. When it comes to prison time, she is facing up to 30 years behind bars. Take a look. This is Jahar Malik. She was 17 at the time that she stabbed her boyfriend. She's charged with manslaughter for killing her boyfriend, 17-year-old Yakeem Lawler. Lawler's family has been very vocal since the beginning, holding protests outside the Miami-Dade State Attorney's Office, demanding accountability. Their calls for justice eventually led prosecutors to actually file charges against Malik more than a month after the killing. Today, nearly 2 years later, the case will not go to trial. There was no plea offer. Instead, Malik pleaded guilty and will allow a judge to decide her punishment. The victim's family says they want the max here, which is, like I mentioned, 30 years in prison. Let's listen to what they told us.
I want the max. You know, that's what I want. A life for a life. You know what I'm saying? She took my son's life for no reason. She took my son's life because he was honest with her, that he didn't want to be with her, and she not realizing.
Oh shit. Oh shit. They say who can't accept rejection? Who can't accept being told no, y'all? Remember, they made a big deal and black men became the cancer of the black community because some motherfucking Spanish Caribbean boy slammed this girl and stomped her head. Again, prayers and blessings go out to her. But this boy that's not even concerned, you know, not even confirmed to be black or have anything associated with black, made all black men the cancer of the black community. Where was the brotherfucker when this young black girl stabbed her boyfriend to death over him telling her, I don't want to be in a relationship with you? Where was it? Remember, we covered the thing in Atlanta where the lady hit the nigga with the tire iron, then shot him and killed him. The child told the truth and then changed the fucking testimony after the mother coached him. Now, of course, man, gotta say this. Not all, right? But, bro, it's a dirty game out here, bro. Black man, bro. Please be careful. Any signs of violence, bro, leave. That little pussy is not worth it. Leave, man. Even if she starts talking too hard and too aggressive, if she's trying to provoke you into being violent with her, right? Or she's cornering you, she won't let you out of a room, leave, nigga. No LOL, no LMAO, no jokes, dead ass serious. Leave that bitch alone. Block her on everything, disappear like a motherfucking thief in the night, nigga, and go on about your life. If she can continue to contact you and harass you, use that as motherfucking reasons to get a motherfucking restraining order. This shit is never gonna change unless we change it. Okay. So I'm not surprised.
And her actions, her behavior, and her entitlement is the reason why he didn't want to be with her.
Manslaughter is negligent conduct that was brought on, even though it was not intended to result. It says a whole lot, as far as I'm concerned, her recognizing and accepting responsibility.
Again, back here live in May, there was a hearing scheduled for May 5th. There will be a sentencing hearing. State attorneys will likely ask for prison time. Meanwhile, defense attorneys, who of course represent Malik, they will ask for mercy because since the beginning, they have always claimed that this was an accident. Again, the sentencing hearing.
Accident? How the fuck do you accidentally stab somebody to death with a fucking knife? You see the shit that even gets to be said, man? This is crazy. Wow, y'all, she went home. Yo, we found it. Hold on. She was at home, y'all. They let this girl go home and she murdered that boy. Black man, bro, please tell your sons.
17-year-old Jahara Malik is allowed to go home once again, only this time on level 1 total lockdown house arrest.
She can go to school, and obviously she can have accessibility.
Jesus Christ. This girl was going to school that she killed this boy. Yo, listen, man. Well, we you know,
to her lawyers.
The result of a pretrial detention hearing in which the state asked for exactly that, against the wishes of the family of 17-year-old Yakeem Lawler.
She did a crime. She need to pay the time. Simple as that. Why would it feel better because she's on total lockdown?
Lawler was Malik's ex-boyfriend. Last month, he was stabbed in the chest by Malik at the Miami apartment building where he lived. Malik allegedly told police the two were horseplaying just before the stabbing, and she was arrested about a month later, charged with manslaughter, and was allowed to bond out with a GPS monitor.
Who horseplays with a knife?
The courtroom was packed, mainly with supporters of the victim and his family, several begging the judge to put Malik behind bars.
I ask you, Your Honor, to hold.
Oh, it's crazy, man. Let's go ahead and look at the bullshit, y'all.
Years in Florida State Prison.
A judge sentenced Jahara Malik to 17 years in prison after she pled guilty to stabbing her boyfriend to death December 2024. 17-year-old Yakeem Lawler. Emotions were high in the courtroom from both families. At the time, Malik told police she stabbed Lawler by accident and that they were horseplaying. In court, she acknowledged she was wrong.
I was reckless. That knife should have never been out, and because of that, a life was lost.
The judge said she didn't believe Malik stabbed her boyfriend in an unsophisticated manner.
The amount of force that was required to inflict that wound.
Listen, man, you know how hard it is to stab somebody with a fucking pocket knife? And then, like you said, they hit the boy in the heart. Like she said, bitch, that was ill intent. Horse playing is like y'all whatever playing around wrestling and so on and so forth, and he like falls on the knife with all his body weight. That's horseplay. No, baby, you killed this boy. Hey, shout out to Ali the Great. That's another thing too. Stabbings are some of the most intimate crimes of passion that ever exist because stabbing denotes connection. A lot of the times, whenever a person is stabbed, it's damn near always somebody that they know intimately.
was not accidental.
There's no more graduations. There's no wedding. There's no more that, oh, he's going to be a father or uncle or anything. She robbed that away from him. So she has to get what she deserves.
The court will sentence you to 17 years in Florida State Prison.
A judge sentenced Jahar Malik to 17 years in prison after she pled guilty to stabbing
17 years, a little bit over half of the maximum sentence that they wanted her to have. Right? Mind you, it's women's prison. She ain't got to worry about being motherfucking, beat the fuck up. She ain't got to worry about being, doing the bending. None of that shit. Ain't no female fleeces.
Having some booty was more important than drinking water, man.
Ain't no female Fleece Johnsons, man. And if it is, again, a woman is meant to be penetrated by nature. Hey, she gonna be on fucking the website for and listen, man, you niggas gotta stop. You niggas that's out here fucking paying to fucking find inmates and shit, man. Y'all gotta stop, bro. Y'all gotta stop. Y'all see a bitch in them prison scrubs, y'all lose y'all motherfucking mind.
her boyfriend to death December 2024. 17-year-old Yakin Lawler. Emotions were high in the courtroom from both families. At the time, Malik told police she stabbed Lawler by accident and that they were horseplaying. In court, she acknowledged she was wrong.
I was reckless. That knife should have never been out, and because of that, a life was lost.
The judge said she didn't believe Malik stabbed her boyfriend in an unsophisticated manner.
The amount of force that was required to inflict that wound was not accidental.
There's no more graduations.
When a black man or black boy is a victim and a black woman is a perpetrator, there is no victim. There is no victim when the black person is a straight black man or boy and a black woman is a perpetrator. Justice will not be served. And shit, hell, who knows? They protest hard enough, she'll get out even earlier. Especially in Florida. I don't know if you guys remember this. Put a one in the chat if you guys remember the lady who had the stand your ground case. Florida woman had a stand your ground case. Initially, they threw the shit out. No, it's not stand your ground. Bitch, you went outside to the garage, got the gun, came back inside, then shot at your husband while his kids were next to him and called it a warning shot. That lady, they put enough fucking pressure on the fucking Florida court system, man. And that lady got out of jail like shit. She only did like maybe 2 years in jail. Maybe 2 years in prison, bro. Centonia Brown shot a man in the back of his head while he was asleep. Left, came back, robbed that man, rolled around his truck. They found her guilty, rightfully so. And then motherfuckers protested enough, and motherfuckers, and she was released from prison. Black man, protect yourself, bro. Any woman that is violent, any woman that is motherfuckers love using this word toxic or whatever. She's too difficult, bro. She's always on some conflict, bro. Leave that bitch alone. That shit's not worth it, bro. I'm telling you, it's not cute. It's not fun. It is a recipe for disaster that's going to end up either in your freedom or your life. Okay. Of course, man. Listen. If you want to jump out here, my nigga, with your drawers on the outside of your pants and rescue every fucking black damsel in distress, by all means, brother, have at it. We're not gonna stop you. But just know, I'm not donating to none of them motherfucking GoFundMe's, none of them car washes. I ain't buying none of them fish plates either. When your ass end up
Bum, 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 bum.
yeah, nah, man. No, sir. Not at all. That is a fool's errand, as they say back in the day. Putting your life on the line for strangers usually comes with a motherfucking oath and a salary. Be it policemen, be it firemen, be it paramedics, be it nurses, be it doctors. They are paid handsomely well, bro. That's not gonna happen. Hey man, listen. That in itself is problematic, but that's another thing for another day. But anyway, hey, I just want to talk about this, man. RIP to the young man. You know, prayers go out to his family. But let this be a telltale sign, man. Lesson of who you're dealing with. Please teach your sons. Don't tolerate this bullshit, bro. Do not stick around. She gonna get better. None of that shit. Bitch, put her hands on you. Leave her the fuck alone and put them people in her life. That's the only way this shit gonna get better. Only way. But hey, man. Miss Fantastic 824 on all social media platforms, man. Appreciate y'all pull up on me. That's that on that one. I shall catch y'all on the next one. I'm out.